Hi, welcome. My name is Tina, and if you're new here, I had traditional duodenal switch surgery on June 9th of 2020. I've lost a bunch of weight. I will put my statistics, my start weight, my current weight, all that good stuff in the drop box below if you're interested in that, so you can take a look. Today I wanted to share my September faves because it's October 1st. I can't believe it's October. So I've done a few fave videos. For a while I was trying to do it monthly, and then I kind of dropped off from that, and my favorites and things that I purchase every month has certainly changed during the course of this last year and a half since I've had my surgery, that's for sure. But I have some things that are interesting I think will be helpful to people that are pursuing bariatric surgery, and just people that, I don't know, we'll see what you think. I don't have a lot of things, and surprisingly, I only have one thing that was from Amazon. I'm kind of proud of that. And the thing that's from Amazon is a book, so I could have really gotten that anywhere. If I would have thought about it, I would have got it from a smaller bookstore. But anyway, just kind of think I was surprised when I realized that. So the first thing, if you followed me at all in the last couple of videos, we had a cat. We had two cats that both of them are older. One is 12, a 12-year-old male cat, and we had a 14-year-old female cat who passed away. And so that was really heartbreaking. It was really hard on both of us, my husband and I. And we had to, going through the process of, she passed away at home, so just going through the process of what do you do when your cat passes away at home, it was hard. We ended up taking her to the Humane Society where we had her cremated. And so anyway, I'm just telling you that because we were at the Humane Society, and while we were there, it was very depressing and very sad, and we thought, well, maybe we'll go look at the other animals that are, like, there's a section that's for animals that are sick or that you already own that need help for whatever thing, and there's a section of the building that's for adopting new animals, new pets. And so so we walked over across to the other side of the building, and we went and looked at the cats, and they were just adorable. And I don't remember having any good experience with looking at shelter animals before, just because it tends to be very emotional for me, especially I don't know why, but the dogs just really upset me. But we had so much fun looking at the cats, and they had all different ages. They had older cats. There were several that were in the 8-year-old range. I don't know, it's kind of weird, like maybe that's the age that people tend to get rid of their cats, which is just very sad and hard to deal with. But and then we were looking at some other cats, and there was this one cat that, they don't really give you a lot at the Humane Society. There's just like a little plaque thing on their cage, and they don't really say a whole lot other than what they think their age. I mean, they're typically strays, so they're what they think their age is, and if they're friendly and okay with dogs and that kind of thing. So, but there was this one cat that was like towards the end of the row, and he was just, he had the cutest personality. He just kept like wanting to engage me and just chatting and meowing, and just really was just super cool. And I just fell in love with him. He was, I don't know, I just really loved him. And I went out to get my husband and brought him back, and we saw him again. Some time had passed. There was a long wait that day. But anyway, so when I took my husband back through there, when I showed my husband this cat, he was totally different. Like, he was sad, and he didn't even look at me. And so my heart broke. So we adopted him. His name is Arthur. That's the name that the shelter gave him. They don't know what his name was originally, and they said you can, of course, change his name if you want to, but for some reason we just kept Arthur. I don't know why, but it's just really cute. I'll try to stick a picture in here of him and of my other cat, because there's such a huge size difference, and he's just adorable. So I'll just show you what he looks like. But anyway, so my number one favorite for September for helping us deal with our cat passed away, and for helping us adopt a new cat. Such an emotional time for me and for my husband. It was just heartbreaking in so many ways. But I have to say my number one September fave is the Humane Society. And I know there might be some controversy about, you know, what they do there or whatever, but they helped us a lot, and I appreciate that. So that's number one. The number two thing that I wanted to share, this is more bariatric centered, food centered or whatever. I've talked about Build Bars before, and I know they're always all over Instagram, and so I'm sure you've heard of them if you are a dieter or a bariatric patient, is Build Bars. And they had, I've tried several of them, and I love all of them. They're very good. And I have tried to not buy them anymore because I found myself snacking on them more than I should, and I don't feel like it's that great of a thing to be consuming when you're actively trying to lose weight. I think it's kind of more of a maintenance thing. I mean, I don't have any science on that. That's just kind of what I think, because I was in a very long stall for a while, so I think that protein bars and Build Bars were maybe contributed to that. And also the Build Bars they're not cheap. So, but I wanted to try the puffs. And so I got two different flavors. I got the banana cream pie marshmallow and the mint marshmallow. And they're so good. They're so good. They taste straight like candy. The thing that's a little bit annoying about that is that when I look, because there's another flavor that they had when I ordered these, and it was coconut marshmallow flavor. So I just kind of went back to look at that to see what was available a couple of days ago, and they had no puffs. They just had none of them. They don't have any of them in stock. And then this morning, before I started talking to you, I looked again, and they again have them. They have the mint ones and they have the coconut ones, but they don't have the banana ones. So I don't know what the deal is with keeping things in stock for the Built Bars. They are, according to their thing, they're a very good source of protein, 17 grams of protein per bar, and they're not big, so they're okay if you have a very small stomach, and they're just really good. So it might be a little bit sweet if you're fresh out of surgery, because they're pretty sweet, and they just taste like excuse me, I'm sorry. They just taste like chocolate marshmallow. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my throat got dry or something and I started choking. So anyway, those are the Build Bars. They're good. They're a little expensive. I think this is a box of 12 was almost $30. So they're not cheap, but it's a good treat. And yeah, it's worth the indulgence as long as you can control yourself, which isn't that strong. It's not a strength of mine, so I probably won't buy any more for a while. But anyway, they're very good. The next thing is, this is a leather bag. So again, back to the Humane Society. We were at the Humane Society and we were there for quite a while. There was a long wait, there was a long line, there were a lot of people there to adopt animals. So we picked our animal, and then they told us, well, if it's still available when your number comes up, then you can meet him. It was just a crazy thing, and I'm so grateful that people are actually going to the Humane Society and finding animals. So I wasn't going to complain about that. But anyway, there was a girl there, and she had a black leather bucket bag, and I just thought it was. I've never been drawn to bucket bags. I've always gone for satchels or crossbodies. But it was just so cute, and it was really small, and I just loved it. So that day, and it kind of got my mind off of what was going on with our cat that died. So later on that day, I just was looking online for small leather bucket bags, and this company called Portland Leather Goods came up in my search, and Portland's kind of close to us. I'm in the Tacoma, Washington area, so it's kind of in the same region area. But I found this is their small bucket bag, and it smells so good. it's just, it's high grain, or what is it? Full grain leather. Evidently that means something, but it's very, very soft. I got the pebbled black small bucket bag, and they were having like a 20% off thing for new people if you gave them your email address or something. So I ended up getting this really, really nice leather bag that will probably last the rest of my life. It has this little drawstring thing so that you can open it. I can fit my wallet in there. I've got my wallet, my brush, my little bit of makeup that I wear that I keep in my purse, and then it's just, I just think it's so cute. And then it has this long strap so I can carry it crossbody. I'm really, really happy with this bag, and this whole bag was $73.50, and I've spent so much more than that on purses that were so less quality. So I wanted to share that with you. They also have a big style, and they also have tons of tote bags, and yeah, I went through this whole, I don't know, I keep looking back at their website just because I would love to get another one someday. Not that I need purses, but this was a great deal and great buy. I'm really happy with it. And then the next thing is I found a book that I really, really love. This book is called The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael A. Singer. And this is probably a well-known book if you're into this kind of book. I heard about this from somebody I follow on Instagram. I can't remember who exactly, but I've read a lot of books about just being in the moment, there's a book called The Power of Now that I really love. Just that kind of type of book I find really interesting and really helpful to me. Something that I struggle with is not constantly, you're either thinking about the past all the time or you're thinking about the future all the time. So you're never really living in the moment because of that, because your mind's always in one place or the other, and that's something I've tried really hard to work on, and I'm obviously still trying. But this is a great book, and I thought I would read just a teeny bit of it. The true personal growth is about transcending the part of you that is not okay and needs protection. This is done by constantly remembering that you are the one inside that notices the voice talking. This is the way out. So if you're aware that you're constantly telling yourself certain things, just being aware of it is how you solve that problem. And I just thought it was really interesting. You'll come to see that the mind talks all the time because you give it a job to do. You use it as protection mechanism, a form of defense. Ultimately, it makes you feel more secure. So, and what they're saying is that the act of constantly thinking in the past or in the future is taking away from living in the current. So I just think it's a really good book. I'm not even close to being done with reading it, but I just wanted to share. I found this book and it's worth it. It's a great book. And then the last thing is not a thing. It's just something that I binge watched that I really enjoyed. And I'm realizing that I'm probably late to the party on this one, but what's new? So I binged watched like just all day, every day until I was finished with it. Downton Abbey. And please let me know if you watched it. It's addicting. It's such an addicting show, and I could not stop watching it. And when I wasn't watching it, I was thinking about it. And it's fun, and there's just a lot of drama in it, and kind of like some bad guys and some good guys. And it's about a family that's some upper class in England. And just it's about their dynamics with their family, and it's also because they live in this ginormous castle in England, right? And so they have a staff, and so they have all these people that work for them, and they have butlers, they have ladies' maid, people that help them get dressed. And they have all this drama. So there's all this drama going on with the family, and there's all this drama going on with the with the staff of the house, and then there's drama going on between the family and the staff, and it's just so interesting, and I thought it was really fun to watch. I really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to share that with you. If you've watched it, I'm sure a lot of people have watched it, because it's been around since, I think, the last, it's 6 seasons. I think the last episode aired in like 2015 maybe, or I don't know. It's been around a long time, so I know I'm late to the party, but it's just fun to watch, and I just thought I would share that with you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, my September favorites, and I had fun. I just had a lot of things. I had fun making this video and thinking about things that happened during the month, and it was just really fun. And I just appreciate you watching my videos, and if you have any comments or if tried any of these things, or any input whatsoever, I just would love to hear from you. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.